Oh shit. Yeah. I ain't listen, I want to say this. I don't want to be on here mad long and shit like that. My head's going through whatever's going through. But I'm not going to take up a lot of time here. I just wanted to chime in real quick about this situation here because I made a video last night in black, all blacked out video about this situation here. And there's a lot of sports going on tonight that I want to pay attention to. Way more than this. But Ali Carter moms is batshit crazy. She's losing her mind. She's online, like right now, and she said, Ali Carter, I'm gonna beat your ass. I got an ass whooping for you. Victoria, how you doing? She said, I got an ass whooping for you. Now, does this sound like somebody who want their child back? I mean, granted, the girl is 30 plus years old now, right? 30 plus years old. So she's not a little girl anymore. Yes, she might have been taken away from her mama when she was a child, or she left home when she was a child in her teens. The girl don't want to go back to you. No, no what? Am I bugging out? Or is her mother freaking nuts? As I'm listening to the joint right now, I was in the chat. They timed me out of the chat. You don't want to time me out because that's when I'm going to get livid. Why would you want to beat on her if you miss it? This is what I'm saying, Victoria. Like, how do you get from I miss you, baby, come home, baby, to I got an ass whooping coming for you. I got an ass whooping for you. I'm gonna beat your ass all the way to the men's institution. So the other day she said, I don't want you to come back to my house. Now, if I'm the child, which I have been a child before, and not 31 when these things happen to me, yeah, not she's not a loving mother. She's not. And the other girl went on King Payne's show and was like, yeah, my mama, she didn't sexually harass us or abuse us, but she beat on the other girl said she got beat on worse. You know what I'm saying? And the mama was like, "Oh, this is my only child that's out of order." Now the other girl like, "Yo, I got a child. I'm out the house, and my mama damn sure put hands on me way crazier. What up, bombs like carrots? My mom definitely put hands on me." She said. So now this dude has got this thing going on, and I'm new to these channels that said they've been around. Oh, he helped take down Elagio Bishop. What's the dude name? This guy King World. Allegedly, King World helped to take him that dude down. Right? Is this the case? That's what I heard. King World took down what's his name? Nature Boy. Is that really the truth? And even if I mean, if that's so, that's what's up. But with this situation right here, the mama is off the meters. She's very erratic. And from the first time I heard her online, I was like, yo, she needed chips. Like, because she was talking about, I'm ready. I got the bread. I want to make up on the press charges on Shelly. And I'm like, okay, great, great, great. But then I'm asking myself, press charges about what? And I'm saying to myself, if I ask this question in this chat, I'm going to be berated with emotional pushback. Why are you asking this question? I'm asking this question because you got to take the emotion out of the situation. Just because somebody's emotional on the show, don't mean you have to just step into that emotion with them. It's a show. This is for entertainment. This is real life. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? If I was in her shoes, I would be sobbing so much to see I wouldn't be able to talk. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't be online. You wouldn't be online. It would not be no internet. If I wanted my child back and she's not a child anymore, I wouldn't be online. You know where I'm at. Do they care that they know where you at? Why you keep saying that? The girl says she don't want to deal with you. She said she changed her name. So everything, Like we were trying to put it up on shit, right? So I'm doing homework. I'm looking on different websites, and they say, "Yo, her name is Tori Outlaw, Tori Tashina Outlaw." I'm looking it up. I'm finding out that is the truth. But I'm also seeing this same person using a different name on the document, using Ali Card on document. So I'm saying, how is this possible unless this kid is on the run? So it make me look at it like, oh, this kid is on the run. She running around here acting crazy, but then she's not asking for no money. So I'm like, if she's out here online and she's not asking for money, I might want to listen to her. I might want to listen to what she's saying. Now I've heard about the things, I'm pretty sure I've heard her say some things that might not be true, like about the presidents and things of that nature. And with that being said, she wouldn't be the first person to tell lies online. However, she's not asking for your money to support any of these lies, as far as I can see. And then 2 days ago, if not yesterday, she had a virtual march for the children, which her mom seems to always make fun of. Isn't her mom seeming to mock? You want to save kids. You want to save kids. So to me, it feels like her mom was paid to pop out to dissuade people from paying attention to Ali Carter. Is this possible? Because if I dive down this rabbit hole, it finds that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Because this girl just did a virtual march yesterday, and what I found interesting about this virtual march, they have people collecting money for Ali Carter. Okay, right. Well, what I found interesting about the march was that it displayed missing persons websites or a site that showed missing persons reported all across the United States. Ali is a victim of Shelley for sure, but her stories are not correct. Okay. She could be a victim of Shelley Carter, yes, by her being a child and Shelley being, she could be, because we've made up our mind to this, and I've been one to make up my mind to this, but I need to pull back a little bit. And I'm speaking because I do know of social workers and such that seem to have stepped over their boundaries. Now, I'm not going to say that all of them that have done this in ill faith. We assume Shelley has done this in bad faith. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. We are assuming this, right? Because we don't know the other side of the story and it's not a popular thing, right? What if the other side of the story was, yo, I been knew this lady. She been beating on her kids. Shelly had something. Allie had something special in her. So I always stayed in touch with her because I saw something special in her. And when Allie had the chance to fucking run, she ran and she came to me, and I'm holding her down the best way because she better for her to be with me than to be with her mama who beating her fucking ass. Could this be true? It could. It could. As much as we don't want to believe it, it could. And see, that's why I pull up on my own path. I'm not told this because you can't say this in the people's chat because you're gonna be slapped with, "Oh, you defending Ali Carter," and you're gonna be put on timeout. And meanwhile, the mama is screaming and hollering about she gonna beat the child ass when she see her. Ali is a victim of Shelley for sure, but her stories are not correct. Right, her stories, and I'm not hearing these stories today. Right? This is stuff she may have said in the past. How do we not know all of this stuff was not said to draw attention? Right? Yeah, that could be lies. People lie all the time or stretch the truth all the time. But if she say representing missing children, then what is she to not say? Right? Because we see things and we don't say things. I've watched people show videos of Joe Biden. It seems to be Joe Biden doing things that seem to be inappropriate. Am I the only one that have seen this? Am I the only one that have seen videos of a montage of videos of Joe Biden around what seems to be minors? Ahmad, what's good? Juvenile records are sealed. Even the Air Force couldn't get mine. Okay, you don't get copies. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. it's a very interesting scenario. Her mama is off the chain. She has another daughter that came out and says, "Yes, I get whooped on." When the mama said originally, "Shelly, the only bad child I got," and the other girl saying, "Listen, it's really not." She's like, "A mama." She's alluding to to truths and saying that everything that my mama's saying ain't right. Yet, her mama, the platform her mama's on, ain't nobody holding up their mother to any type of accountability. Yet everybody is just on the emotional bandwagon. That's the bullshit right there. I was in the system in the 70s. Yeah, the records are crazy. My mama passed away when I was a young boy, and I had, I, do they call my situation? Was I an orphan? I don't even know. I've gone back to go try to check the records. I was even told out they would be getting back to me. I've never received any type of information from these people. I've gone to probate. I've gone to all of the houses downtown Brooklyn, and there's no records of whatever happened after the fact. I can't find it. Right? Like who? Like was I a legal guardian? Was I to fend for myself? Was there some type of issuance of funds? And there's no real records. There's no real solid proof. Can I go maybe check the numinant files with Social Security? That's probably the only other thing that I haven't really done that I could do. But there's no records of who took over after my mom passed. I was 12 years old, and my brother. There's no, I haven't found any solid anything. And I've gone downtown. I've done all kinds of legal processes, and so I know that there's blurred lines in that regard, right? I know that there definitely is. My concern right now, though, is that, or my stance right now is that the Ali Carter girl, woman, is bringing forth information that is pertinent to today. Children all over the country are being kidnapped, are being taken away from their parents, are being led away from their parents due to some type of coercing of the parents by different influencers. This is happening all day long, every day. Listen, even the process of birth, of you the pre-birth paperwork, is like you basically signing away your rights to the child. Like them taking their placenta and your umbilical cord and all of that and all of that. It starts even there for me, right? I watched this thing called American Circumcision that I even know some parents don't even want to watch because they have boy children that they've gotten circumcised. And I'm saying, yo, this could possibly be a bad thing. I've had spoken to parents who said, no, it's a good thing because the penis is way too sensitive if the man keeps the stuff and they nut too fast and all of this type of. I'm like, yo, listen, I would have preferred to possibly. If I'm glad I can't remember the pain of being circumcised as a child, right? But there should be a class action in my opinion, right? But how can they be if the parents sign off on this, right? So this is to me a parent who signed off on whatever the case is, and now she wants to make a noise about it. When your child is 30 plus, and now your child don't even want you, so now you feel funny, and now you're online talking about you about to beat her ass when you see her. Who would want to be around you? You sound crazy like a mad woman. You want to beat the 31-year-old girl ass. You want to beat the woman ass who's got her. This is craziness. Genital mutilation. That's what I'm saying. And it happens to women too, to girls too, right? Like they do certain things too in at certain times with the genital. American Circumcision, the film, the documentary is a must watch. I watched that around the time I watched Blink Twice. Blink Twice was a very good film, but American Circumcision, that's painful to watch. And That's a must watch, in my opinion, right? Because this is a crazy, sick ass world we live in, right? Because they got some grown men on that video that talk about how they love they uncircumcised penis and how they able to work magic with that shit. I'm trying to explain this to a young lady who said, "Yo, I've been with guys who have been uncircumcised, and trust me, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good." Because you don't want to face the reality that your son got his penis chopped and he screamed and hollered and cried, and that trauma stays with you forever. Do we not understand that? Now, if this is the process of it's supposed to be some type of hygienic or sanitary thing, who made this up from where? Where's the facts on this? And could there not be a better way to handle it than to do it the way that they did it? And like, especially back in the days, the shit that I would see, the machine they would clamp on somebody's penis, bro. No, you have no right until you're 18, whether it's a system or with the parents. Listen, that pre that pre-birth paperwork is some shit, right? It's crazy. And then the documentation after that is some shit, right? So you're basically a ward of the state out the gate. With a paper, they call them papers awards, right? Yeah, they put that paperwork together. You're a ward of the state out of the gate, out of the puntanti. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, that gift is coming. You know, you don't belong to your parents. You're a pair that rents, right? That's some of the phonetics of parent, right? The pair that rents. This is crazy. So yeah, this lady is upset, and yeah, it can be upsetting because people are saying, "Yo, you were bad to your children." Da 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 da. On that shit. Yeah, I beat their ass. I got beat as a child, and I'm still learning how to be a better parent. There's nothing wrong with saying that, if that's the truth. I know a lot of people that got their ass whooped as a child, and for some it was worse than others. Some people, yeah, financial gain, economic units, yeah. That's what we are to them. We a number. Once you get that social, that's it is generating its funds. That's where the money at. That's the trust. Your name is the trust, right? Where the funds come from to pay for your school when you're going to school. Where the funds to take care of you your whole life. Where that shit come from? You know, it's very interesting. Let me get the mic. Let me grab the mic. Make me look like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm looking at my Knicks. They're beating on the Bucks, and I didn't see how the Knicks would be beating on the Bucks today, but I kind of did, so I'm like kind of happy. Although I did put in the Bucks to win the fourth quarter because I think the Bucks could win the fourth quarter, at least by 2 points. And unless they just said fuck this shit, I'm out of here when they get out of New York. Um, but yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling how the mama is moving. I'm about to play some of that audio too. See what she talking about now. Cause that's crazy to me. Like, why would you be? And then they put me on timeout. That's why I started talking, man. That's why I made this video. Cause they put me on timeout because I'm asking questions in the chat. Like I put in the chat, the mama says she don't want the girl to come back home. Somebody in the chat gonna say, "Get my facts together." The woman said the shit in the same. She's only on this one channel, as far as I know. She said it the other day, and how I know it's true, bro. I'm feel this stuff that she's saying. It wasn't too long ago. I know the gray hair and all that probably won't make you believe it, but I was a child not too long ago, right? And I can remember vividly what these did to me, right? To play on words, Jay Z rhyme, right? I can remember vividly what these streets did to me. I can remember vividly what these parents did to me. right? I can remember being away from home and just wanting to be told, come back home, and never to be spoken to. And so, yeah, my fault of it is the expectation. Yes, I was a child, but I was okay. Here's the situation. Let me break it down. I told you my mom's passed away when I was a kid. After that, people was taking care of me. All right, I just don't want to get into that. We could get into that, but it's not that important. The important part of the story is the important part of the story. The part. All right, so boom, they were like, "Yo, we going out of town. Go stay by family. Stay by family until we come back." I was by family until they came back. When they came back, nobody told me shit. I didn't know. Then nobody ever, no one, they didn't ever told me to come back home. So I didn't want to come back home. So you get what I'm saying? There is an attraction level as a parent that you want to upkeep, that you got to be about. And then if it's not the case, then you got to be fine with that too. You got to be fine if the child wants to leave and let them grow and go and be them, be them. But what I would suggest is that you always keep the door open. So when you get online and you say, "Yo, I don't want you to come back home," you lost that girl. You lost her. My mother did not want me after I became vocal, and back then they put you in a juvenile home. All I wanted was my mother to love me. Yep, yep. And then when you don't get that love, what do? Do you feel like, yo, this juvenile hell? That's what Mob Deep made named their album. I just came from seeing Havoc at a show from Mob Deep. The name of their first album was Juvenile Hell. Um, right? But this is that kind of a story. Wanting your mother to love you, you find love in other places. Now, in that juvenile hall, you might not like Monopoly. Now, Monopoly, your favorite game, right? Checkers or watching TV with this person over here who you thought looked nasty. That might become your best friend. All because now the love that you wanted wasn't there. I agree. I feel it 100%. All I wanted was, and because I felt that the love would come from, yo, I'm back. We're back. You could come home now. You know what that would have did for me? But nah, we didn't get that. We got to secondhand people. Oh, they back. Like, you feel almost like a piece of shit. I went back and forth. Finally, I told them abuse, and then they abused me. So I became a runner, and I never stayed in one place. Hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Now I know I got people close to me who what they went through I would consider abuse. I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it, but a couple of people that I know, they went through it. I mean, getting burnt marks. Like imagine you're getting burnt on a stove. Like imagine you not even be officially found guilty of a crime in the crib as a youth, but just because it's you, they turn the pilot light on and let that iron grill get hot and then put your hand on that shit and burn your hand and just so you would know not to play with them like that. Imagine being 12, 13 years old and this happening to you. It ain't me. You see, I don't got that and I'm gonna show you my hands. But I'm not I wouldn't I'm just saying I've seen it happen. Could you imagine that type of shit as a child? Imagine that your mama doing some shit like that to you. Would you love your mother? And so this is what I'm saying about people who say X, Y, and Z about how these children treat their parents. You don't know some of these parents, and this parent here is giving me vibes of that every day more and more. Today is I'm gonna beat you, Allie. I'm gonna beat you, Tori. What? If I'm Tori, man, she lucky to Tori a little frail ass little girl. Cause some 31-year-olds ain't trying to hear that shit, Mom Dukes. I love you, but I'm gonna put you on your ass if you play with me. You understand? See, my mother tried to unalive me before birth. She told me. I'm sorry to hear that. That's so sad to hear. And then to hear that, like that's abuse in itself to be telling a child that. Like you telling me this? Like, and then you want me to believe that I love that you love me? You understand? So I could understand. So that's why I'm not, I initially I started out on that channel and I said, and they were like, yo, and I saw when the mama came on. I was there when the mother came on for the first time. Said it just I don't know if it's a hoax or if it's true or what. There's a lot of stuff on this TV, on this internet, on this YouTube you can't trust, right? A lot of shit is staged and fake, and I believe even YouTube is in on a lot of this shit right now. Yeah, old ladies need to sit their ass down. A lot of them for sure, because there's a lot of bullshit, and a lot of times people, out of respect for your old asses, won't say shit. You know, for example, we got I know an older lady who says, she makes a lot of promises, and if she ever make another one, it would be it would be like, you know what? Somebody got to tell them, put them in their place, because a lot of times people don't want to do that because they say, oh, baby, they old or this, that, and the third. We got to put these people in their place. Now, she told you this at 4 years old. This is crazy. See what I'm saying? So I know that we could be abusive as children as well, and we could say things that hurt. I know I've said things that hurt my mama, my people that took care of me after my mom's passed and all that. I know that. I know I've said things out of hurt though. Out of hurt. A lot of the times I said things because I was not feeling too good about myself. And I may have, you know, or just anger. Because I'm not gonna say all the time that I'm not gonna put myself in a position of, oh yeah, they didn't do anything wrong either. No, fuck that. Some people be crazy. And sometimes they make mistakes. And how I knew that my peoples that were holding me down knew that they could have done better. When I was in the can, I was behind a wall. I was on Rikers Island, not expecting any visitors. Wasn't intending to be there that long. When I'm being that long, is I wasn't having a long, stupid sentence or whatever the case may be. I thought I was gonna do 4 or 5 months on Rikers Island and come home. I ended up doing about 6 months on Rikers, 5 or 6 months, and then roundabout upstate, round, been in like 8.5 months behind the wall type of thing. Some upstate, mostly on the Rikers Island. But when they came to see me, it shocked me. I was like, oh shit. And as we talked, and I'm letting them know I'm good. My countenance is good. I'm working out. I'm taking care of myself. I'm just doing my time and I didn't fight the situation because I felt like I kind of needed a reset or a chance, a pause, a time to get myself together. So I kind of just took the sentence or whatever. But while in there, and I got this visit, and we're talking, and I'm in good spirits, I just see this tear fall from my now guardians, and it made my heart warm inside. I never say anything out of anger. If I say it, I mean it. Yeah. If I say it, I mean it. But if I'm angry and I say it, yeah, I really mean it. Probably. So again, yeah, we at the spot. We in the visiting room and we talking. And I'm in good spirits and stuff. And the conversation ain't go. You know, it just was to tear that one tear. was like, you get it now. And that's all I wanted you to do was get it, was understand that you don't come first in this equation of taking care of a freaking children. I don't have any right now. So in a lot of cases, people be like, "Yo, you can't talk to me about kids. You don't have no kids." No word. Interesting. You sound like a freaking fool. Because I was a child. Not only that, I've had relationships where there were children. It's all around. I've been in relationships where one child, two child, three child, four, up to five. Not easy. This we know. But there's no need ever to really be nasty to the children. And I noticed that from the ones I'm dealing with that had five. She was never nasty to them. Never nasty to them. Showed them a lot of love. A lot of kept it very real with them. And I think that's the best way to be. Because life is real and life is raw. So imagine now you keep it so real with your children when they grow up, they be like, damn, my mama kept it funky with me. You don't think that's gonna come back to your benefit in the future? I mean, everything there's loopholes in everything. But in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, I think that it would make more sense to be real. Listen, we don't got it today, baby. Yeah, it's Christmas coming. Mama working two shifts. Daddy list that light off. It's five of y'all. We gonna have to eat peas and rice for Christmas. But next year we gonna make it all better. As opposed to making up some type of lie. I don't even want to make up no lie. I'm just saying, just to keep it in realness. It's that's gotta be something to that. My daughter has eight children. That's tough. Gangsta. Not mad at that. Allie Carter. She said, I changed my name because I don't want nothing to do with that shit back there. Why are we not talking about that? Why are we not talking about that? She said she don't want nothing to do with you, Mom Dukes. You crazy. When Mom Duke said, yo, I don't know what happened, she just yelling out the window, help me. Something happened. Mama, you lying. Like, how old are we? I had a family that I knew growing up. They had everything. Cars, floors, anything, everything. You know what that also consisted of? Potential essays, excuse me, potential drug abuse of minors. Okay? They had everything. At least that's how we looked at it. We like, yo, why would you not be doing good at school? Why would you, when you could get this, you could have this, you have this, you have this. I'm not saying that's because they have everything that this caused them to fumble it. What I'm saying is, this woman was like, yo, we didn't grow up poor and all of that. Da 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 da. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Okay? And you can grow up poor and messed up. You could grow up middle class and messed up. You could grow up wealthy, affluent and messed up. It doesn't make what makes a difference is how you handle it. How
You
you
ain't tired of that bitch? Get your ass out of that fucking nasty ass van and come on so we can get you together.
see, that's the mama. I just unmuted it. That's the mother. You want to go there? Who wants it?
So now with Kulu, we got this stream
And you keep.
already set up. So we're gonna be moving, we're gonna be transitioning on over. We're gonna be transitioning over. He already got his stream set up now.
Let me see if I could
Yeah,
type
I've
in
been here
here.
for like 5 minutes to find
So
Allen.
they're gonna go
Like
to
you said, I
somebody
don't.
else stream now.
When you get up here, Miss Lawanda, you be going all the way in. Sometimes I have to tell you just chill out for a minute. Just
Okay, so I'm
chill.
not in timeout anymore.
Just chill.
I just type ahem.
Must
I
set your
already know.
healthy.
I already.
They crazy. It's all dog meat. So they're going to somebody's chat, live chat, I don't know, but all right, let me read some of these comments. Let's read some of these comments, see if anybody's thinking like me or anybody. I can see I'm not afraid to type how I feel in certain regards. Because a lot of people typing it from an emotional perspective. And what me doing that, I am busy, I am also working. So I must take a look at these sports lines. I must. And let's see here, New York Knicks. They're up 126.98, so they're beating blood out of these Bucks. Dallas Mavericks are down to Denver Nuggets by 5 in the fourth quarter as well. Sacramento Kings, they are down 1 to the Chicago Bulls in the towards the end of the third quarter. And there's some college action on as well. So just needed to take a quick look at that because I'm on the Knicks. I'm not really on too much else. And then also let me take a look at this NFL. It is playoff weekend. And if you guys want to learn how to bet sports, holla at me, man. I could show you the way. Philadelphia, they are up 7-0 to Green Bay. Jordan Love, I did not like him today. I don't like him tomorrow. I do like Philly to go to the next round, just like we like the Bills, who won 31 to 7 over the rookie quarterback Bo Nix and the Broncos. We did have Ohio State last week. We'll be having them next week against Notre Dame. We don't know yet. Probably not, but we don't know yet. Feels like a Notre Dame kind of year. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfection, so I'm gonna let them understand from a young G's perspective. All right, should we unmute Miss Laronda Carter? I mean, pardon me, Outlaw.
Calls her 90s thing. And
All right, so I'm listening to King World, World with a U, on YouTube. His mods timed me out. They timed me back in now. I guess the time has elapsed. But now I don't remember what I was talking about. I do know that a lot of what was being said was a lot of
so finally,
bukkake.
when you go, you don't really think about that because it's like almost a surreal kind of conversation to hear. And you don't talk to anybody about these conversations because it's like
Oh, yeah, I said I was
it's
gonna
so
go to the
horrific.
chat.
You don't like talk to
Let
your
me mute
mom
it
or your
down a little bit
sister or
because
your
I'm not
friend
the best
talking
at
about
multitasking.
crazy stuff that they're
Okay.
doing.
King World, drop the link again. There's a link being dropped. Should I join that link?
I always thought it was weird they were in a band. She did have
Justice for Emily under the shed. I was fooled until I heard Miss Outlaw. Truth has no color. Much love. Truth prevails always. Supposed to say reveals. Okay. Celebrity, should celebrity sue that evil woman?
what it is now.
Ali
The band
will show you.
really ugly.
Ali will show you.
But
Let me stop.
I
Okay, I don't know if that was a joke
and
or
she
what.
stopped posting for a while.
Okay.
She stopped. She kind of disappeared
They
for
had me
and
fooled
then she
big
went to
time. Me too.
March.
All right, so people saying they had me fooled. I don't get it.
I listened to her podcast with them,
That was music.
and they said they were going to do an actual march, and so they were like,
What was
"Stay
music?
tuned for the information." And so I was hanging in there because they
It's
wanted me
the
to listen,
music.
and then they never came back.
Something I sang.
And then and
I
then
said a bar out of a song, right?
said that they were being chased or
I
they
said
lost
some bar
funds.
out of a song.
So
I'm always doing that. Anything could trigger a song for me.
right,
Any and
so that's
everything
what they
triggers a song. I can't like listen
but
to this. Like, oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. Wait. What's going on in my algorithm? And what I mean also about this whole stuff being fake, like with another thing of Matt Hoffa and Esso yesterday. If people don't know, Matt Hoffa is a blogger, YouTuber, battle rapper, and Esso and Heineken, they have a show called Bag Fuel Podcast. and they used to work with Math Hoffa, and they were on Angela Yee's show, and then Math Hoffa just walked onto the set, gave her a bottle, and then ended up sitting down having a conversation with these guys who used to work with, who didn't really seem like they were interested in talking with the guy. I believe it's all staged now, because for one, how do you not breach? How does the security? First of all, if I'm on a set and you have somebody come on the set, what if I got the blammy blam 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 and I just decide to let it go bombastic on this fool because he don't belong here, right? That's how I know it had to be staged. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean about the whole YouTube now. It's got me really believing that all this shit is really staged. And again, Ali Carter, um, as she now wants to be called, held a virtual march yesterday. And all of these naysayers and all these other people, I didn't see them on there. I didn't see them talking about that. I didn't see them on there. What they trying to say that that's fake? What's fake about it? Now I know not now I'm not saying all of it is all to the good. What I'm saying though is that there are elements to that make sense. Like, are you in your city where you are right now in tune with the number of missing children that exist? But you know, when Allie went live, you know, when her mama went live, you know about the tea, you know, the back and forth that we most likely have nothing that we can do about, we can't do shit about their situation except watch it, right? So in the Allie Carter girl defense, she's like, look in your own cities, look around. How do we know, like the little children that I'm no, it wasn't canceled. It was not canceled. I looked last night because I didn't know when it was gonna happen, and I went looking for it. And there's a dude who is pretty much hosting her stuff. I believe his name is Tez Moses, Tezmosis, something like that. That channel is hosting most of all the Alley Carter stuff, and they had that thing on last night. They had the march. Now, some of it was a little crazy, like the lady's talking and she's talking about this a tunnel here, tunnel. I do believe in a lot of this stuff. They had the tunnels in Brooklyn that they showed these so-called Hasidic Jews or whatever they supposed to be with the small hat guys. I think that's their nickname, climbing out from the street. Now, New York has countless underways due to the subway system, some of which are not in use anymore. Could there be people under the stairs? Of course there is. I'm not going down there to prove it to you. So you're going to have to eat that one on your own. But if you go back and look, you'll see that there was coming from out of what did they call it? The synagogue. The tunnels leading to the synagogue, if I'm not mistaken. They brought a mattress with bloody mattress out from out there, didn't they? So when they're talking this shit, it can sound crazy, especially when all of the world is against you. And I know this too for a fact. Because I done been shadow banned, been blocked off so many platforms. It's a shame. I don't even talk about that shit. If I did, I'd be backlit. I'm much stuff I could talk about that'll get me so-called lit. People using shit to get on. I could leverage wild content right now that I have. And conversations that I've had with people, right? To be a big ass internet sensation. I don't gotta do all that, but I can. So when I see it being done, it's easy to recognize. Although for most people they don't see it. Like I was watching King Payne joint a little bit, and then he had on. I didn't see the shit with his sister. All right, but now King Payne is showing Ali Carter and Shelly Carter reacting to Ali Carter family speaking out. I stand with Keisha White. Now, who is Keisha White? Is Keisha White Ali's sister? 800,000 children a year go missing. I could see that. And also Abe Finkelstein or Finkelstein. If people want to talk missing persons and stuff, I don't think we could talk missing persons without talking Abe Finkelstein, right? Are we familiar with Abe Finkelstein? Because all of this, is it real? Is it not? Is what he said real? Is he real? Is that interview real? Let's go there first and foremost. And again, I need to make a channel, a separate channel. Abe Finkelstein. Are we familiar with Abe Finkelstein? Yes, Rabbi. Oh, pirates, yes, they Rabbi, right? With the James Wickstrom. Now, I would like to look up James Wickstrom to see what he's up to, because I that's one name I've never even remembered or thought to remember. But this interview I always thought was weird, and yeah, that interview was crazy. Now, somebody's saying the hoax. Okay, I don't want to watch your video, dude. I don't know where you came from, but we'll go back to you in a minute. Some say exposing the lies between. Okay, is this the interview here? Okay, it's a full interview. It says 50 some minutes.
I'd like to welcome you to John 844. I'm James Wickstrom, a teacher of Yahweh, coming to you live on the Turner Radio
Yeah.
Network for the next hour from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Filling in for Pastor Bob, who covered for me last week.
Okay. So
Now,
let's cut into this a
the
little bit.
number, numbers
Let's cut in. Let's back up.
that, you see, there's a big topic that's going around on this 6 million Holocaust that took place during World War II of the Jews at the Brooklyn Wall, Auschwitz, and different places. A lot of information has come out here, Rabbi Finkelstein, that it's all myth and it's all conjecture. Could I have your view on this? Well, everybody knows that the Jews never told a lie in the history of the world.
You heard that, man? He came on. He already opened it up out the gate on some bull crap.
However, whether it's 6 million or 600,000 or 60,000, it's just a number. Or it's just.
And he just threw a 666 out there low key, right? Now this is me now listening to it with wow, this is crazy.
Could I have your view on this?
That was hard. He's
Well,
tough.
everybody knows that the Jews never told a lie in the history of the world.
Lie number
However,
one.
whether it's 6 million or 600,000 or 60,000, it's just.
He just threw the 666 out there. Blah, you heard him? Whether it was 6,000, 6 million, or six. He's tough. This is what make now. See,
It's the number.
let's go. Let's go.
Or it's just a number, but the thing that I want to get you at is that, the 1934 World Encyclopedia stated that there was only 3.5 million Jews in all of Europe. How did 3.5 million Jews populate themselves to 6 million? This is the question I'd like answered. Well, it's certainly a good question, there's no doubt about it.
Even the way he says certainly, it sounded like he said it's certainly a good question. That's just me hearing it now. I'm not reaching. This is what it sounds like.
Allegedly among the Jews.
Let me play it
Well,
back.
there
Y'all
are
think I'm joking?
thieves, liars, and murders, just like it's stated in the book of 60,000. It's just a number. Or it's just a number, but the thing that I want to get you
That's
at is
crazy.
that, the 1934 World Encyclopedia stated that there was only 3.5 million Jews in all of million Jews populate themselves to 6 million? This is the question I'd like answered. Well, it's certainly a good question, there's no doubt
And
about it.
now it's going to hit you right
The
there.
number,
Let me keep it moving.
well, they are cattle because we're the chosen people. Well, yeah, you're chosen for fertilizer, making money and staying alive. All of you Jews, the descendants of Cain, are going to.
He said, we use your children for fertilizer. And you're right. We aren't allowed to talk about them, right? Uh, at least that's what people believe, the consensus. And when consensus energy is heavy, that be the issue. That be the problem. Consensus in a setting, right? It's-
Perish for the evil that you have done in this world.
So we
You
use your
are the
children for,
destroyers.
and when he says your children, he don't just mean brown like me. That never was the issue. It just means those that ain't his children. Did we get that?
And the incineraries of a world, are you not? I'll agree with that. But you see, the thing that really bothers me, and not bothers me to the extent of losing sleep over people like you, is that all wars have been created by Jewry. They've been all set up to gain, as a monetary gain. Wouldn't you agree? It's the greatest game in the world to make some shekel. Now, now let me ask.
And this is what people don't like or can't understand. When somebody is talking so true, they don't believe it. They don't believe it because it's too real. It's too truthful. He's not hiding shit. He's not skipping a beat in his words. No Joel Embiid for Philly today, so they might be getting that at beat again.
Ask you this. You know, there's so much things being talked about with George Bush in the White House. Let me have your opinion, first of all, about George Bush in the White House. He's a good goyim. He's a good goyim.
A good goyim. Anybody who works with them, they like him.
Was a whore, and he was a bastardized son of a Roman soldier. Is this what's being taught in the synagogues?
Oh yeah, I never read the Talmud. I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out.
You're allegedly God's chosen people. We are God's chosen people. It's just that most Jews don't like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer.
He said our God is Lucifer, right? And he says they're Lucifer, so that means in his eyes, there's Lucifer's chosen people. Okay, I'm piecing this together now. In my newer mind. See, I heard this back in the day, and the first thing I did when after I heard this, I went outside and I went to the McDonald's. And I didn't go there to eat. I went there to tell people. I said, "Yo, they putting people in these damn Big Macs." That's what I did. That's what I did. I was like, "Yo, they kidnapped kids is in this fucking meat." That's what I did. I promise you, that's what I did. I was bugging out when I first heard this. I was like, the sky's falling. That the little, the little bird. I was running around like that little bird on the with Porky Pig in them. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. That was me. Like Finkelstein. He said they put it and they putting people in Mickey D's.
God is gold. Well, that's what we like is lots of gold, lots of shekels, some American Express cards. You know, we like to spend, we like to have a good time. We let the goyim do the work, and we have a party. Oh, in other words, free foreign aid, free housing, free food, and you just let the other races be your goyim cattle slaves. Is this correct? That's what they want, so we let them be that.
You see? That's what they want, so we let them be that. This is what I'm trying to tell people. People don't recognize that whatever slavery you think exists only exists because you allow it. That's what they want to be, so we let them be that. You want to go to work, and everybody wants you to go to work, fill out this application, go sign up for this, go do that, go do that. Be that, do that. And who's behind it all? Finkelstein and company.
And this is what's coming and planned in this country too, isn't it? The United States. Lineup. Well, this country here, we're going to round this country up. We're bringing all the Mexicans and all the Hispanics across the border. They're in it bleeding.
You hear this shit? It's not hidden. We look for the hidden. It's in our face. You hear this? What year did he drop this video? Because this is a repost. This is only a repost from 6 months ago. No description. Oh my goodness, I wish I could remember what year. I remember hearing this in early 2000, and it had me challenging the system ever since. This was somebody posted in the comments. First time I heard this was in 2005. It's been taken down hundreds of times off YouTube as well. I heard this before 2012. Huh. Everyone should listen to this. Amazing interview. It's very true. My mother used to say many true words spoken in jest. It doesn't matter if it's a satire, parody, or they're dead serious. You can't deny the information that they're dispensing rings true today. It's unbelievable how they're using comedy to tell you what's happening right in your face, and you don't even know what to believe. Every word of this is accurate. It's covered up with satire and parody, but they are dead serious. So if this was supposed to be a satire piece, telling you this shit is fucking crazy, right? Because after this happened, Super Size Me came out. Yeah, I believe it was a radio interview. I didn't think it was satire, and it was just I heard it on the YouTube, and I had never like heard of the show before. Like dude said it was a Christian radio, Confederate Christian radio show or something to that effect. So I've never heard of it before or after. There was this interview that I've seen and that I've tried to propagate to the people over time, over and over again. And as we deal with missing people and things of that nature, one of the key things that always rings off in my mind is this: Abe Finkelstein with Wickham. Now I know his name is Wickstrom. Wickstrom. Working my way to remembering that name, Wickstrom. Okay, so I'm just reading some more comments here. Go to 4608. He's admitting to taking children to synagogue basements. All right, let's fast forward to 4608. Because we're going to be going. We don't want to take up too much more of your time here. But you can check this out on the whistle has been blown on YouTube. All one word, the whistle has been blown. I just subscribed to that YouTube channel and just gave it this video with 632nd like.
Is being, it's not meticulously
So it
being
says fast
destroyed
forward to
now. It's coming.
40 for what? 46, something or the other. Let me see. Because there's a lot of sports action I got to get to too in a minute. Orlando Magic might take care of Phoenix without, Philly without the big boy down in the pink. So I gotta make sure I'm on some of that. It's 40. Let's just go to the 40s. I remember it's in the 40s, and we're gonna get to it. 42 or 43.
And then we give them the music. Not that we really want to call it children in there. You notice that the Jew doesn't put his children in there. They go to the Hebrew Academy where we.
Crystal, am I bugging? Mom is crazy. And I was getting dragged into it too, but that's what they do. You're not allowed to have your free thoughts. I thought you were, but I'm saying that it's a narrative that's being steered. And I was like, yo, why are you just gonna let this lady just keep on running her mouth in this regard? Just let it keep going off the handle. Because your views going up, people gonna subscribe to your channel. However, and you're not really there to get any resolution or no real solutions. You're there to promote the bullshit. You want to see the bullshit continue. That's what I'm gonna have to believe. And Shelly being a predator, yes, I could agree that she could be. She But is it always a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know. Because somebody's got to be out there. Like, for example, the people who are preying on the children right now, somebody has to be on their ass, right? So I kind of have mixed feelings about the Shelly. Although she doesn't seem like the most authentic individual in the world, Ali Carter ran away from her mama. Her mama is displaying the erratic behavior that Ali Carter said keeps her away from her mama. She's doing it right now. So I gotta look and be like, okay. If you're a young girl, you see your mama beating the shit out of her sister, and you know you bad as all shit, you know she finna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know your mama finna beat your ass. You know you bad. You know your sister out here running around running the streets. I'm just saying hypothetical. And you're out here running feet. You know what's coming for you. You might be looking at you like, damn, I'm small, I'm little. She might not beat my ass now because she probably wait till I get a little thick. And then she gonna whip my ass. She could have ran right into the predator's arms, but where was she not? Where was she gonna go that wasn't a predator? If she being a child, she being a child running away from home in the society that we live in, you know? Because I'm trying to see now what now. Okay, yeah, Shelly was working, and again, I don't know. Because yes, I do. A lot of me agrees with people who work in these fields need to stay in their corner and work in these fields. However, that's like being a it's like a school teacher, and this is going to be a little bit like it's not the same scenario, but it is. If you're a school teacher and you teach math in class from 9 to 5, and then you see one of your students outside the school at say 7 p.m. and they're trying to paper something and they're not getting the problem corrected, and you step in and help them, should you have stayed within your bounds of being a freaking school teacher and left the child to their own what's the name? It's twofold. Because if I'm the teacher and I let the child fuck up their money, and I use the excuse, listen, I only am a fucking math teacher from 9 to 5. Y'all can eat shit. As far as I care, who could tell me I'm wrong? Right? Did she harm this young lady? You know, and it's hard to play devil's advocate in this regard, but I got to. Because I'm thinking about it like, what if the feds is having a conversation? They're not looking at it from one freaking side. Somebody's got to be the bearer of what if she not a predator type mentality. Shelly got fired from a job for being inappropriate with another kid. Ugh, that's nasty. That's nasty. So, okay, that could be the case. That could be the case. Statistics show that once you're abused, you have a higher rate of it happening again. So if Allie was abused by her mom, it's common that Shelly would do it. It's possible. But what she didn't say her mom abused her like that. But that's not to say that she didn't run into the hands of an abuser, right? I'm not. I'm that again. Like I said, I've seen it. I witnessed it. People with these titles, they get in these positions and they misuse their liberties, or they overstep their boundaries, or they look for weaknesses, right? So it's. I'll tell you this much: the mama not gonna get the girl to come home when she says, "I don't want you to come home," and then I'm gonna beat your ass till you get to the mental facility. And the woman that she's with now, she ain't trying to run from us, as far as we see. So I don't know what to make of that. She said she was physically abused. Who said they was physically abused? Allie? That mom was paid to do this. No one is gonna spend this much time talking shit about Ellie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's gotta be. I feel as if the dude whirling them is paying the mama out of whatever money they get. They got to. And I think he said it too. Yeah, we got you and take care. You spend 8 hours on the freaking internet. You got to at least got to give her $100 or something. Then did the daughter say that the mama not working? The other daughter who was on King Payne's show. She's like the mama, like I got this money, I got this money. Brr, 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 brr. And then she's dressed in the nurse's aid outfit. So I'm assuming, I'm like, if you mama, you talking all this big money shit, and then you in the nurse's aid outfit. Oh, respectfully, like what we talking about? So the sister said the mama is not working. If I'm not mistaken, the sister was on King Payne's show the other day. Like, listen, King Payne, like, yo, your mama said Ali the only bad kid, the only one. She's like, I don't know about all that. So why we not bringing that up? That's what I'm saying. Y'all making the mama look like, oh, the mama, this, mama. Mama was out here beating them fucking kids up. They scared of death. I don't know this to be true, all the way true either. But mama talking still right now that she gonna beat the chick ass. You know what I'm saying? So the girl, look, she's a grown ass woman right now, and she's talking about save the freaking children. And anybody that's talking about her being with Shelly over her talking about save the children to me is a little bit weird. Keisha was scared to talk. Keisha, do you love me? Are you riding? And then, oh, that's Keisha White then. Oh, so that's who Keisha White is.
We teach them the real things, and then they go to the synagogue and they learn the real important things. A little more on this deal, and who's going
Hold
to make
on.
a little more on that deal. The bottom in the book. People don't want to listen. We've been doing this for thousands and thousands of years, since down to Adam's time. We take the children of our enemy, which is the white race, and we bring them to the basements in the synagogue, where we drain the blood and watch them die there. It's very similar to how we do the, the the sacrifices that we do with the kosher butchering, and so we do that, and then we mix it with the Passover bread, and so we eat the blood of our enemies. And the bodies, we're not cannibals, so what we do is we take those, because we can make some shekels, and we give them to the slaughterhouses, and those are pounds and pounds and pounds of meat that we grind up in the sausage and the hamburger, and that's why we made those the most popular thing, sausage for breakfast and hamburger for lunch. And so all the goyim out here are really eating their children. And
And people ask me why I don't eat meat. I don't even be remembering what to say no more. Like, I'm thinking to myself, you still eat meat? Now, respectfully to everybody here and everything like that. But this is a lot. I stopped eating meat way before this. Way before I even heard this. But upon hearing this shit,
even when we say this outright and tell you people, you don't believe it. So that's your problem.
and that is my issue with all of this other stuff. If this girl, who I'm calling a girl because she looked like a little girl sometimes, Allie Carter, Tori Outlaw, is saying, let's focus on the missing children. Why the fuck to focus on anything the fuck else? With knowing what the fuck is going on in the world, knowing it's 800,000 missing last year, knowing all the world's a stage and all this extra shit is going on. There's children, there's people plotting on children right now, taking kids out of the fucking environment right now. Like, this is what's happening, right? So that's why I'm not mad at the Ali Carter girl. I've heard all the stories. Yeah, 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 yeah. She said, oh, Biden and them did this, and Biden and them, and Obama and them, and Denzel, and this one and that one. Listen, she in California. Can I really say? I don't know. It I know we're not cannibals. None of us inherently are cannibals or don't want to be cannibals. But one thing we got to recognize is that disease is hand to mouth, right? I got something here. It's cooked. I just dropped it. Here's another one. It's cooked. It's a peanut, but it's cooked, right? So ultimately, it's gonna not even just say cooked, but it's coated with oil. So just scientifically off rip, if the science is true, whatever nutrients is inside of that peanut probably won't get to me because it's encapsulated within the oil, and the oil does my body no good, right? Like they say, oil and water don't mix. If we're water, why are we consuming oil? Like, would you just go drink, like, go to the kitchen and grab a cup of oil and drink it, but yet you use it in moderation? So, how much is a moderate amount of a bullet to the head? Is it deadly or is it not deadly? So when people talk about moderation, I'll be ready to flip out. But I'll calm down because I notice that most people don't know better. It's either abundance or nothing in all reality for me. That's how we should be living. Abundant, healthy in abundance. Like too much of one thing is no good. Too much love is no good. Too much money is no good. Too much happiness is no good. So that's not always true. Not enough of shit is bad. Not enough sunlight is bad. Not enough money is bad. Okay? So I don't like that moderation stuff. You feel me? But that's what we've been raised to. That's what we've been accustomed to. Like McDonald's. I know people who walk into McDonald's just walking like a zombie. They don't even know why they're going there. They just going there. Or we don't think that what we consume could possibly harm us. All right. Now let's say everything at McDonald's was healthy. I live in that bitch. I would never leave McDonald's. Why would I leave there? They push the shit out for you. They welcome. They say if they don't smile, they give you free shit. If you don't smile, if they don't smile. However, when you go watch Super Size Me, man, heart rate was acting all crazy. The man said, "Yo, whatever you eating, you might want to stop because you might die." Because he was eating McDonald's exclusively for 30 days. I don't drink water. Deadly never have. Water. Water's a whole nother ball game. Best water come from fruit though, as far as I understand. Watery fruit, juicy fruit, watermelon, melons, citrus fruit, apples, everything juicy, that's the best water. Why? Because the water from the earth goes through a distillation process to get into that fruit, to fill that fruit, so that way that fruit can be food for you. Right? And once we consume that fruit, we take in the healthy water, we get hydrated and we get the healthy fibers and things of that nature, and we're able to utilize our engine correctly, right? Because we have like an engine, so we got to put the right type of gasoline in, right? Like you can't put 93 in a diesel tank, right? So, but yet we feel as if we can eat sheep, we can eat cow, we can eat bird, duck, frog, dog, cat, drink this animal milk. We could do whatever. We just built like that. We built for it. That's why we think. And then we got so many of us sitting up in the hospital room with this ailment and that ailment and this. And where did it all come from? Hand to mouth. Because nobody forced you to take this shit. I'm hungry. Nobody forced you to eat somebody grounded up bones. Because we got to recognize, hey,
You know,
we
I
don't
got
gotta
a question.
we don't gotta recognize nothing. Them underground tunnels, though, that's
And,
interesting.
and yes, it is a problem. But you see, I've always wondered, how did you Jews ever get control of the i.e. Christian churches in this country? It's always baffled me to a varying degree, Rabbi Finkelstein. You have your synagogue out there in New York on the East Coast, but I'm wondering, how did you ever totally get control of these Christian churches who at one time told their congregations to stay away from you Jews? How did that happen? Well,
Money.
our Father Lucifer, the number one thing of all the organizations out there on the earth that we would want to infiltrate and take over if you Goyim, obviously would be the churches. So we attacked them.
All right, all right, all right. We heard a lot of Finkelstein,
Just like you
Finkelstein.
said, stay that a united front.
I'm just
And
going back to the virtual march thing real quick.
yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard because when you really, like I said, when
So
you
I'm
really start
assuming that this is
understanding
Shelley's voice.
the way that this stuff works and the different layers and how people make different requests. With I don't know if you guys have listened to all of the things, everything Ali has been talking about, but as far as like the virtual buyers and how they can have live streams where people make requests and they pay, same as if it was like OnlyFans, but with not adults, um, and they can maybe, it was in some cases they can place orders for particular things.
I'm gonna try to read
and
some of
it's
these
just, yeah,
comments.
see, even looking at this, just looking at some of this kids, like,
Yeah, the
well,
water game is really interesting to
I'm so
me.
happy that that we're all waking
I'm
up,
trying to
that everybody's starting to get
pause
it.
this. All right, yeah, the water business is very interesting to me. I remember when the bottled water thing really started to become a real craze, and some of the financial literacy books would be like, niggas was making money off of selling you water now. That's how foolish of a consumer we are today. I just watched a dude on an Instagram post go to the hydrant and do a water test. Drink some of the water from the hydrant and said it tastes better and cleaner than the water coming out the house. And somebody from the water department wrote in the chat that they're absolutely correct. The water in the hydrant is cleaner than the water in your house, home, apartment, especially here in New York City, because it's pretty much main pipeline water, whereas the ones that go to your house have to go through more of a different channels and more potentially dirtier channels than the one on the water, the one on the street, which I find to be tremendously interesting. I was that baffled me, but I do remember as a child, we would guzzle the water from the hydrants like it was going out of style. I'm not even gonna hold you. I love how they say California is in a drought, but Safeway sells 8,000, 80,000 bottles a month. Poop water is what people say, right? But is it really? It's outside, and then you got the it's very weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. But like I said, the best water, to my knowledge, is water that comes from the fruit. And also, we're in an ecosystem where animals fertilize these plants and vegetables and things of that nature and things of that nature. But that don't mean we gotta eat animals and shit. So some people be like, "Oh, you don't eat animals, but you eat plants, and you gotta kill a plant, or you eat, you gotta pluck the." I was like, "Yo, y'all people just want to make excuses for everything, bro. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta cut it out." So I'm taking a quick look at the virtual march for missing and exploited children global event. Trying to look at some of the comments. Let me go and pull it sort by newest first. That way I can scroll down and then see what like people been talking about from who. Super Mario what? That was kind of a joke. I think it was kind of funny. All right, Atlanta airports have the most trafficking. Whoa. Just Atlanta, human trafficking capital of USA. Pay attention when there. Stay alert at the rest areas, hotels, and restaurants in Georgia. See, you won't get that kind of comment in a Allie's mom is this, Allie is that. You're not getting this type of comment because that shit, what does that do at the end of the day? It's like back and forth bull crap about what? Keep up God's great work, Allie and Shelley. The Lord will protect you. Okay. Okay. I have tracked this back to the Rothschild and Rockefeller, says someone. We have tunnels under every major city, and like Ali said, there are cars, railways, even stores. And I agree with that. I agree. That I'm gonna have to agree. My mom said when she was a little girl, they would open the hydrants in the summer in Brooklyn. Yes, the hydrants in Brooklyn in the summertime back in the 80s, nothing like it. You was outside and you were thirsty, and that hydrant was open, and you were a child. Even the grown folk walk past who walk. It's hot. Ooh, drink up, drink, drink, drink. Ice cold, refreshing. I've tasted tap water from buildings, from apartment buildings that cannot match with that 80s hydrant water at all. I'm talking about in the 2000s. I've been in an apartment and someone say, "Would you like some water?" And I say, "Yes." And they go to the pipe and open the pipe to give me some water. No filter, no nothing. Ellie didn't say it. They have been saying it for years. See, I don't know if she didn't say it. I don't know. Both things could be true. She probably said it. I don't know if she didn't say it. I'm reading the chat. They have been doing it for years. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? The people that see, because we I don't know. I'm not for or against her, but I feel like there's this notion or this narrative to be like, oh, don't say Jack said this. Oh, don't say Ali said this. Oh, don't say this person said this because it's been happening. They're not the founder of it. It's been going on. We're gonna miss the point. Arguing about who was first, the chicken or the egg. Mom was there in the 40s. Yes, that tap water, that block water. Even the waters at the schools and the school parks, when you push that fountain, there would be times where you would find me, if you could go rewind the time and find me in PS 305 Park with that button pressed down, or in 258 Park, 8 ball. We had the center block that we would sit on the water. What do you call that thing? Where you drink water from? The water fountain on the button to make the water shoot out, to keep it flowing all day. We would put a center block on it so that we would be playing basketball, football, whatever we doing in the park, the water would be shooting out. So we just have to walk by and just get right to it because that water used to be slapping. 10 years vegan. Maxo, I haven't heard you this sharp for a while. Max, I mean, it takes a little warming up sometimes. I've been doing these kind of conversations a little bit more as of late. So the more I do them, the more I guess I feel comfortable with saying some of the stuff that I've said over and over that I might not want to say to the people. Oh, you know. So yeah, that's that, man. That's that. There's yeah. So the virtual. So Max, you're not in the States, but I know you keep up with a lot of stuff here. Philly Eagles, they're up 10-0 against Jordan Love. right? Now, here's this other thing. Here's this other thing. Check this out. Guess what they haven't been talking about? And I've been on this thing already almost 2 hours, hour and a half. We're gonna wrap this up in a little bit. Guess what I haven't heard about in the last 3, 4 days, 5 days from social media with this here shit, with the fires now in Hollywood, right? Guess who we haven't heard about or heard? Why haven't we been hearing? Because this is what they do. Have we heard about Sean Combs lately? What happened? What happened to Sean Combs? What happened to Diddy? What happened? See, this is my thing. This world is illmatic. And I say that because I don't know what the call and I get illmatic is a word that puts me in the space of I don't know what it means. What does that mean? Ill? I don't know. What does it mean? What I'm saying is there was this fucking whole Diddy for the whole month of December, November. And then all of a sudden you wake up and I've never seen Men in Black, but I know the thing about the light. It's like they flash that light. And now there's a no story, a new distraction. And then after the fires, by the time the fires is over with, is Trump is in office. Poof. And now what's the next story? Oh, this person gets pardoned. Poof. Oh, then it's the Super Bowl. Poof. Oh, baseball's coming back in 74 days. Poof. Aliens. Poof. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of bullshit. Always, always, always. And it's hard for me not to think that these platforms aren't with the shits now too. Buffalo Bills 31-7. Oh yeah, we already understood that. The Eagles are up against Green Bay. Yeah, we already understood that. Now the Buccaneers and Washington is interesting. I think Tampa Bay wins later tonight. I really do think Tampa Bay wins later tonight, but I'm cool on all of that. Rams and Vikings. Everybody believes the Rams are going to win for LA. I kind of could see it because something about the Rams and the fire to me. Aries is the God of War stuff. The ram, like the car, like being like the iron of the car and the fire. Like I don't know what it is about Rams to me that make me feel like something's like up with them and they're gonna win against the Vikings. The Viking. Ah! I don't know. How do we know we're not aliens? Victoria, great question. Last week I was saying last week this very same day, Sunday, 7 days ago, I said, yo, how we know we're not computer? And as far as aliens, how are we not aliens? Is what I like to say. How are we not? Where did we come from? You know, a lot of people get caught up. Oh, I'm American. I'm European. I'm African. So I ask somebody, yo, was there always people here? There was always people here. How the heck do you know that there was always people here? When you came about, there was people around, right? To your knowledge. But how do we know? They talking about alien invasions and scares, but we are alien. Hmm. We are. I believe we are. We are alien, right? If I go outside, I'm gonna see a whole bunch of people I don't know where they came from. You're Greek, just Greek, nothing else. Just Grecian. My buddy, yo Max. I bet you wouldn't believe that I'm Scottish, Max. I'm all eating and screaming. So you're just Grecian. That means your mama's parents. are from Greece, and your daddy's parents, they from Greece. Is that what you're saying? Max, Beckford ain't even the Scottish part. I just found out about my Scottish side about 5 months ago. Although both of my sides could be intermingled, I'm gonna just say this. I was talking to a cousin who I recently re-encountered and made a connection with, and they were talking to me about my granddad. My granddad is her uncle. My paternal granddad is her uncle. And she was like, yes, yes. We have the same name, right? So our first name is like Irish, Scottish, and all that, right? Kenneth. Yes, that's my name. For those that be like, oh, we could do this and that. And if you go back, I say my name on all type of videos all day, every day. That's not a thing. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have websites with my name and all that, or title or whatever you want to call it. All right. But she was like, her grandmother now, right? No, she's like his mother, yeah, her grandmother is Scottish. I was like, what? Like, wait. Scottish? Like Scotland? Yes, I'm Scotland. And she said she was neither black nor white. This is the conversation I'm having in 2024. I'm one of the most researchingest people in my family that I know. And it just so happened that one of my paternal cousins was like, yo, I'm going to go see some of the family. Come with me. We went, we talked. She showed me a picture. Showed me a picture of this woman, my great grandmother, paternal great grandmother. And one of my paternal great grandmothers, right? Because my dad's mom would have a mother too, right? I just don't know who she is, right? Yeah, my sister lives in Scotland. I haven't been there to visit her. My my grandfather's father was my grandma's godfather. See the way my mom's name Diane and grandma's name Artemis. We live on Theta Ave in Daly City, Cogones and Pavelas. Yeah, so I'm looking at this picture with this woman, and what I noticed was she's got one of these on her face. See that? That's a mole. Some people call it a beauty mark, right? I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I'm looking at her body shape, and all I'm seeing is, and it's not like body shape, but like today, because she's fully clothed. She's like in a dress suit, like maybe work clothes or maybe going out clothes, like a dress covering her knees, a hat, purse, chest covered, and everything like that. But as I'm looking at her and her body shape, I'm like looking at, and I'm all I'm seeing is my niece, my dad's granddaughter, the oldest one. This is all I'm seeing. I'm looking at, I'm like, I shared this picture with my sister who's never seen it in my life. She never seen it. She didn't know what was going on. My sister and the lady looked the same. They all got the same mole. And the funny thing about being not black or white, if we strip the colors from the people of today, so to speak, right? Or the titles, or what I know of my niece. My niece, her mother's lighter than I am, and her dad is pale, one of them pale Puerto Ricans, if you know what I mean. Right? Look, skin almost like the wall back here. Like they say palm skin. He's lighter than palm skin, right? Did you know Greeks get sickle cell too? Right? So these, I'm looking at the lady, I'm looking at my niece, I'm like, yo, they got the same makeup, the same strong arm body looking self. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, and she's from Scotland. So people say, oh, I'm watching this video yesterday also again about people, everybody coming from Africa. I ain't find an African yet in my bloodline, bro. I'm sorry, I don't care at this point whether there is or isn't. Just giving the facts. I'm back in the 1700s and I ain't seen an African yet. So I'm not under. I don't believe everybody is from Africa. I don't see. I told this to my mate today, Ken. He is half Jamaican, half Danish. Yeah, it's really insane. My mom's side, her dad is French. I don't know. I'm still looking, trying to find more people in his family, but that's what I'm hearing. French. I'm looking at my cousin on her family tree. She's done way more work than me. So I just started going all the way to the back, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. She's in the 1700s. And where were we? Europe. She's in France on her daddy's side, France. I'm like, yo, where's Africa in all of these stories? I've heard people in my bloodline say we got Ghana in our family. Can you show me, please? I would love to see it. I don't know if we're all related either, Victoria. Are we? I mean, we all can relate, but are we all related? I don't know. I don't know. No, maybe we could be. I'm not going to argue, but I don't know. It's something that I would think about because I think it's a possibility, but I don't know. You know. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I've been on here almost 100 minutes. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Hope it left y'all with something to think about. And let's get together on another live to talk more about whatever we want to talk about. I just know that I don't want to miss no chance to capitalize on some of this chicken that's to be made out here with these bets and these sports right now. And you know, so it's good to step away for a minute, but it is a very important Sunday. 29 days till the day they say that we got to be born, that I was born and stuff. Many moons ago, the anniversary, right? 29 days till we celebrate another one. So until then, my friends, be well, peace, love, and happiness. Blah.